Hello guys, hello everyone. Hello guys, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hi guys. Hi, hello, welcome. Welcome Licho. Chico Fresh, you're welcome. So we'll just be waiting for some other people to join us. I'm trying to pin this in. Butcha, hello, how you doing? I can see you. Thank you. If you can hear me, just give a thumbs up. If you can hear me, give a thumbs up. Yeah, Net Genius too. I can see you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's just wait for some other people to join us. Hi. I'm sure we have been keeping safe in this period of the lockdown, the global lockdown. I know it's not been easy. It's not been easy at all, but I'm sure we've all been keeping safe. I hope we've all been keeping safe. Let me know where you're joining us from. Alright, okay, so while we wait for others to join us, let me introduce myself. My name is Moyosola Olalekan, the founder and lead creator for Poets Factory. So let me just give you an introspect into what Poets Factory is. Poets Factory is on a mission to raise a global community of young poets and writers who will be able to liberate their world from oppression, suppression, and depression. Also, we want to today we're also going to be looking at the topic, the motivation in writing, and these new voices of poets. We're going to be our guest for today is Chiugo Chiugo Igwegbe. She is a Nigerian poet, blogger, and a registered nurse. She is known for compiling stories and poems that touch the deepest of souls, and I work across all spheres, culture, and race. She is the founder of Fresh Poems and Poetry Community, and she's currently working on her debut novel. So we'd like to invite So we'd like to invite her to come online. Chigo, where are you? Chigo, where are you? We want you to come online. Hello, hello, hello. Chigo, where are you?
I'm right here, Moyo. Thank you very much.
Hello. Chigo, you're welcome. You're welcome to the Motivation in Writing. You're welcome to the Voices of Poets. The
Thank
first in
you.
a
Thank you,
series
Moyo.
is for Poets Factory. And we are sure that
Thank
we're going to be doing more of this soon. Doing it often.
Yes, sure, of course.
Yes. Okay. So let me just run through our profile again. This is Chigo Fresh. She is the founder of Fresh Poems Poetry Community, and she's currently working on her debut novel. You're welcome, Chigo. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Moyo. I am very pleased.
Oops, Ifela, we can see you. You're welcome. Oop. We can see you. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, so we'll go right into our discussion for today. So we're talking about the motivation in writing. Why do people write? When they write, where do they get the inspiration from? Is it from personal experiences? Is it from past experiences, or experiences that they've had maybe in the time past? What is the motivation in writing? That's why we called on Chigo to come and do justice to this topic today. So Chigo, please, what does writing mean to you? What do you understand by writing? What does it mean to you? And can you let us into a bit of your story, how you started writing, especially writing poems?
Okay, thank you very much, Moyo. I am very pleased for this opportunity that you have given me. Okay, right.
Sure, I'm sure our network is bad.
Like as a
I'm sure our network is bad.
child, I started scribbling into my diary. Okay. Okay, I was saying that I started scribbling as a child. I, hello, are you there?
I guess we can't. Your line is breaking a little bit. Chico, your line is breaking.
Okay, okay. I think it's stable right now.
Okay, all right. So can you let us into your story, how you started writing? What's the motivation? Why did you start writing poems?
Okay. As a child, I started scribbling into my diaries, as a child, we keep diary and I write into them. And when my reading widened, it became more scribbles. Okay.
Our network is bad. She said she started writing as a child. Started scribbling on a diary. So that's how she started writing as a child. I'm sure she will get back soon. Okay, we can hear you.
Okay. And people started really liking my poems. Okay, when I write, somebody gets to tell me that my write-up affected their life. Okay, like every other writer, I also have my good and bad days. Okay, my good when the word keeps flowing and blank pages get filled. Okay, and also my days when nothing comes to mind, no topic, you are just there. Okay, and I guess by at that time inspiration of re-energize. Okay, and at this break I get to start reading more. Okay, and catch up with my readings. Okay, what really motivated me to writing was that I hope to bring smile to people. Okay, to ease someone's pain and to create awareness on about life issues that don't really have voice in the society. So through poetry I can be able to create the awareness, enlighten the masses about some topics, yes.
So you went into writing because you wanted to create awareness on various topics that affect lives, and you believe that you believe that different there are different voices that needs to be heard. So you went into writing. Michael, Senator from US, I can see you. Thank you for joining. Michael, Senator, I can see you. Thank you for joining all the way from US. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for joining us today. We're talking on the motivation in writing. Yes. So Chigo said that she started writing so that she can create awareness for the different voices of people, because we know that there are different voices in poetry, the voice of sorrow, the voice of regret, the voice of pain, the voice of celebration, the voice of joy and happiness. And I'm sure that's what she wanted to portray. So Chigo, we're listening to you. Please go on with your story, Chigo.
Okay, and also, like you said, hope to bring smile to the faces of people. Okay, to touch souls. Okay, and to let my emotions out, be it the sad emotion, the happy emotions. Okay, I write for others as much as okay, imagination being the muzzle for my writings and all my short stories. And as I begin the my the my imagination, my inspiration.
Okay. So how long have you been writing? How long have you been writing? How long? When did you start writing?
Okay,
How long have you been writing?
okay, actively I've been writing for 5 years now. But
Wow,
like I told you
years.
earlier before, yes, like I told you earlier before that I've been scribbling as a child, but actively I've been writing for 5 years.
Okay, so how do you come about your topic? When you want to pick a topic in for a poem, how do you go about picking your topic, and how do you also fall into the right mood for writing? I want to know how you also get your inspiration. Vine Poet, I can see you. Thank you for joining. Hammer Messi Samuel, thank you for joining. Thank you for all the way from Lagos. Thank you for joining us today. I can see you. Thank you for joining. So, Chigo, how do you how do you fall into the mood in writing? You know, how do you fall into your mood, and how do you choose your topic when you write?
Oh, okay, okay. I select my topics. You know, sometimes topics creeps into your head and you would love to write something on them. And most times my topics from the trending topics around. Okay, trending topics that is ongoing, that is trending. I choose my topics from them, and also from being a nurse also in the health sector.
Okay. Mm. So how has this period of
Okay.
COVID-19, has it affected your writing? Has it affected your writing in any way since we've had the lockdown in Lagos? Has it affected your writing in any way? Has it affected you, especially
Yes, yes, it has really affected my writing. Okay, I wrote on the lockdown, how right down here in Nigeria, how the masses, how we are told to stay indoors and nothing was given, and some people are hungry. So I wrote about COVID-19, it's coming into Nigeria and everything, and the masses how in this period.
Okay. Hmm. Wow. So how do you fall into the mood for writing? How do you come into the mood for writing?
Okay, inspiration for writing is not always there. Sometimes it comes, it goes. Okay, so for me, getting into the mood of there, for me, actually, there is not a mood for writing. Okay, but for me to get into the mood of writing, maybe the inspiration is not there and I want to get into the mood of writing. I sometimes I play music, read more. I read people's work more. I tend to go into more read, okay, so that my muse will come back up.
Hmm. So the way you fall into the mood for writing is you look at your environment, like the COVID-19 that is happening right now, and you also um what did you say again? Sorry.
I look at my environment. I check the trending things from my environment. I play some music,
Trending
okay,
topic.
and also read more. I read more.
Okay, so what you said is you fall into the mood of writing by listening to your environment, what is going on around you. You play music and you look at trending
Yes,
topics.
yes,
Okay, you look at trending topics, and those are things that motivate you
yes,
into writing. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay,
yes.
so what was your defining moment?
Okay,
What was the
what was
defining
your
moment?
defining
When
what
did
was
you
your
say? When
defining
could you?
moment?
When can you actually say
When you say when could you
I
when
am
can you
a
actually
poet?
say
Yes, I'm a poet.
I am a poet? Yes,
DT19, thank you for joining. I
okay.
can see you. Thank you for
Thank you for
joining.
joining. I can see you. Thank you for joining.
So what's your defining moment? When can you
Okay,
say, oh, this is
what's your
when
defining moment? When
I
can you say, oh,
knew that
I
I
knew
am a
that
poet
I
and I'm
am
going
a
to stick
poet
with
and I'm
this?
going to stick with it? Okay, okay. Like I told you, actively I've been
No, no,
writing for five
sorry.
years. But my defining moment was 3 years ago. Okay, there was a poet I wrote. There was a poem I wrote. Okay, and when it was published, it got attraction and people reacted to it positively. And I told myself, why don't you go into this full time? Write, bring out your works, let people see. Okay, since when you post something and someone gets to say, ah, this affected me, I got something to this is talking to me. Okay, that was when I know that I could come out and say I'm a poet.
Okay. If you have any question for Chico
Question
Fresh,
for Chico Fresh.
please you can drop it.
Please, you can drop it.
Just drop your comment, drop your
Just drop your
question.
comment, drop your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our handle on
Our
Instagram
handle
is
on Instagram
Chigo
is Chiugo
CHIUGO
Igwegbe.
underscore. Fresh underscore fresh. So Chigo, what can you say has been your achievement so far in writing? What has been your achievement so far in writing? What kind of doors has writing opened up for you? Hello, Chigo, are you there? Hello. So wait for her to come online, but while she's coming online, um, I'll read a poem from Poets Factory's page. It's called pleasant as a flower, as beautiful as a garden, as conquering as prayer, as marvelous as a miracle. That's the work of my hands. Do you appreciate? Yes. So most of us we get motivated in writing. I can see you, Adenike, Adesoye. Thank you for joining us today, all the way from Lagos. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Michael, Senator from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for joining. Tulu Lade from Lagos. Thank you for joining us today. I can see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. So I'll also go through the vision for Poets Factory. So Poets Factory is a global community, a rising global community of poets and writers who are set to liberate their world from oppression, suppression, and depression. So we want to raise a global community where writers can express themselves in different forms. We want them to express themselves in different forms because we believe that poetry has different voices. There are different voices that we hear: the voice of regret, the voice of sorrow, the voice of joy and happiness, the voice of pain, and the voice of celebration. But whatever the voice is, we need to listen, because poetry is a therapy for the human soul. Poetry is a therapy for the human soul, and just taking your pen and paper and scribbling something down can actually help you out of every it helps you to articulate your thoughts. It helps you even in your communication. It helps you even in to build your writing skills. So poetry is not just for not just for those who maybe are lazy or something like that. Like our guest today, Chigo Fresh, she is actually a registered nurse. She's a nurse. So so you see that even writers have other things they do aside from writing. Now she's back. Now Chigo is back. I want to ask her, how long have you been writing, and what's your achievement so far? What kind of doors as what kind of doors as writing, especially writing poetry, opened up for you?
Okay, my achievements so far, okay, I've gotten involved with in poetry competitions, okay, and I won some, lose some, okay. So and I have built a community of uh, poets where we get to come together and review each other's work, okay. I've also, my works have also, you know, found themselves into anthologies where they are compiled by other poets. Okay, and I also poetry has also, you know, given me open doors in high places. Okay, and I can also say that poetry also.
All right. So we peeped into your Instagram and something really gave us. I can see you, Lord Frey from Lagos. I can see you, Madams, Madibs, Tepin joining us. I can see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us. Solulade, thank you for joining us. Chigo Fresh, we peeped into your Instagram handle and we realized that you have a movement against suicide. So that really caught our attention. You have a movement against suicide. So what's your campaign trying to achieve? And why is it so important to you?
Okay, I worked in suicide, and even friends, people close to me, and most of them writers, and it got to me, and I said I needed to do something. I needed to create an awareness. Okay, so I had to start writing something on suicide. Okay, I had to be an advocate, to come up and say something. And also, as a health personnel, I'm in a better position and to suggest solutions to a better mental health. Okay, and also people they can. Okay, and also I hope that the at the rate at which suicide is being announced, and we decrease very well, because it is not a light something for somebody to take his or her life.
So your message, your campaign for against suicide is trying to curb people from trying to stop people from committing suicide. So that's why you started an awareness and started writing poems about death and suicide attempts. I can see you, Debbie Ade 88. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Are you there, Chico? Can you hear me? Can you hear? Okay, so I said your campaign. So why is it so important to you? Why is the suicide campaign? Why is it so important to you? Why do you write about why do you decide to focus most of your writing
I'm here.
About deaths, you know?
Okay. Okay, is personally I have fought depression, and I know what it takes for somebody to really walk in that. When I see someone in that path, I get to me and I want to help. Okay, and it's very important to me, because I can't see why someone would want to kill themselves. Okay, even if life offers us nothing, and even if we tend to get nothing from life, we want to live above that. Okay, so from a personal view, from fighting depression, coming out from it, I really want to help people come out from it themselves and see there is it's not a courageous act to kill themselves.
So it's not a deliberate act. I think suicide is not a deliberate act to kill yourself, to kill for anybody. So it's not a deliberate act. Suicide is not a deliberate act. It's something that people do as a result of depression. So your writing and your movement is to tackle that aspect and stop people from committing suicide and getting so depressed and so suppressed to the extent that they won't take their own lives, the life that they didn't give themselves.
Yes.
All right. If you have any question for Chigo, please can you just put it down there, please? If you have any question for her or you have any question for me, let me know. But while waiting, I also let's ask Chigo. She is a nurse. So Chigo, you're a nurse. Has your profession affected you? Like Chigo, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
So has your profession as a nurse, has it affected the way you think, especially when it comes to articulating your thoughts in writing? Has it helped you, especially in this period of COVID-19? What has it done to you as a nurse? You know, I would like to know that.
Okay. As a nurse, okay, you have to be you observe, and
Okay.
you are to be a fast decision maker, and so nurse, that has really helped me in writing. Okay, it has
Mm.
really given me a heightened observing skill, look more into things where people think there is nothing there. I tend to look more into it to find out. Okay.
Mm. All right. So can you recite a poem for us? Would you mind reciting a poem for us? You can read your poem if you want. I'm
I'll
sure
be
the viewers would like
very
to.
happy to. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. There's a poem I wrote for this. Okay, and it's also in connection with this COVID-19 lockdown. Okay, is about the title is Ails Man. What is man suffering from?
Mm.
Okay, all right. I saw him on the street one day with tears in his eyes. I asked him, what ails you? He said, malaria. He said, I saw her on the street of nowhere and walking down the. Hello, can you hear
Yes, we can
me?
hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I was saying that I wrote a poem for this for what is happening around us now. Okay,
Okay.
is about what ails man, what is man suffering from. Okay, the poem talks about so many things man is suffering from, ranging from every coronavirus. So it's just a short poem. Okay, what ails man? I saw an old man. I asked him, what ails you? He said. I kept my distance. I saw her on the street of somewhere, and I asked her, What else you she said? She said after her youthful.
Can you hear us? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We
I
can't
don't
hear
know.
you.
It's like he's still okay.
Okay. So yes, we can hear you. People are asking questions right now.
Okay.
We'd like to take this question by Ama Messi Samuel. Ama Messi Samuel asked, said, "What would you say is poetry's major challenge?" So what are poets' major challenge?
Okay, poetry challenge is different in some areas. Different in the Western world is different. Down here,
Okay.
poetry major challenge is that people don't really value poetry. They don't put value in it. Okay, they just read it as everyday write up, and even if when they read it, promote the writers, those that are really into writing, and it's really hard to, as a upcoming poet, and it's really hard to come up and write something and somebody can, so even somebody you wrote very well, okay, and for you to come out
So,
in the light, you really need to keep pushing. You need to keep pushing. That is why most writers, they get depressed when they don't get um
so you're saying that it's pretty difficult here in West Africa to emerge as a poet, where you have to like work your way through it. So it's difficult for us to be seen, right? Is that what you're saying?
yes, it's difficult for us to be seen in other circle, but in the poetry world you can be seen, but those that are not poets and writers, is very difficult for them to really understand.
Okay. Okay, so someone else is asking a question. Michael Spinato is asking a question. He said, how can you encourage, how do we encourage children to write? How do we encourage them in writing? So can you answer that question for them, please? How do we encourage children in writing? Michael Senator asked that question.
Okay, how can we encourage children to write? Okay, is to put schools, okay, to put something like curative writing in schools, okay, make them
Mm.
read more. And also, as parents, we inculcate reading in our children. And when you see a child that is really, finds it fun as a hobby, or as a hobby to write, you encourage such child.
Okay, so you're saying that, so how do we encourage young children to write by having it in the school curriculum, and also when we see that they have one or two talents related to writing, we should also encourage them in that line. And I think I'll also add that that's why Poets Factory is our vision is to raise young poets and writers who will liberate the world, thereby making us one of the most inspiring resource of all time. And that's why in Poets Factory we actually launched first in Nigeria the World Poetry Day competition. We had the second stage. It's a competition for primary schools here in Lagos, for high league schools. Chrisland, Princeton, and so on and so forth were part of the competition, and our major aim was to ensure that we drive the children, even at a primary school age, even from their elementary level, to start writing, because these children already form, their thought patterns are already being formed. And the only way we can help them is by making them pen their thoughts down. And that's why we had the World Poetry Day competition, though the grand finale for the World Poetry Day competition, which was meant to hold on the 21st of March, is actually on hold due to the lockdown, you know. But we know that, God willing, we would be able to finish and wrap up the program by His grace immediately after the lockdown, God willing. Okay, so we will go to another question by Vine. Vine Poet asked you a question. He said, what do you hope to your writing, what impact do you want your writing to make, in the world? What impact are you driving? So Vine is asking that question. Can you hear me, Chigo Presh? You can follow our handle, CHIUGO_Presh. I can see you, Barnabas. Hello.
Yes, I can.
Okay, while we're waiting for Chigo Presh, while we're waiting for her, while we're waiting for her, Linz Mandon, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Linz Mandon. I can see you. Thank you for joining. I'm waving back to you. Hi. Okay, so while we're waiting for Chigo's our networks to get a little bit stable, let me recite one of the poems from my write-up. It's called The Joy of Harvest. The time to sow, the time to reap, at times that will last forever. The times to water, the times to wither, are times of toil and strain. For this is the patience of time, that when my harvest comes, I will know if my hard work worth it all. The joy of harvest is the toil and strain of the while. So I wrote this poem because, looking at it, whenever we sow seeds, whenever we work hard, we wait for the time to reap our seeds sown. But when a farmer plants a seed, after watering the seed, he has to go back. I believe that for every seed sown, we have to be patient to receive the harvest. If we are not patient to receive our harvest, we will not be able to harvest whatever seed and fruits are going to spring up from the trees that we've planted in the ground. So the joy of harvest is the toil and strain of the while. So Chigo, are you there? Chigo, are you there? Okay, so someone has, yes. So can you answer the question by Vine Poet? It says, what impact do you want to make with your writing? What impact do you want to drive with your writing?
Okay, the impact I want to make with my writing, okay, being a nurse, okay, I want to make some impact in the health areas, okay, with a conception about some certain issues, okay, where people like now, when somebody suffers from coronavirus and comes out, okay, some people will have misconception about the person, place a stigma the individuals. Okay, I want to make an impact in such a way that such stigmas should not take place. Okay, to curate awareness, tell people that this is what it is, this is how it is, that this sufferer has finished the phase of being ill and is now healthy. Okay, so you don't need to stigmatize against the person. Okay, so also I want to also make impact in the political area. Okay, where I tend to bring out some issues in our political sector. Okay, and enlighten people on some things through poetry. Okay, some issues through poetry. Okay, poetry is a certain way of putting things. Okay, so that people can consume whatever what you wrote and still get meaning. And if they want to put it in action, they can also put it in action.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So Barnabas is here and is asking that according to the definition of poems, it is meant to be concise. That is saying that poems are meant to be concise, short, concise, brief, and short. So he's asking that how does someone perhaps who is not a poet, who is just a reader, how does for example, how does a reader comprehend a poem with long lines and verses? Most of us as poets sometimes write very, very long lines, very, very long verses. So he's saying, how can a reader with long lines and verses?
Okay, is poems. Okay, is there are types of poems. Okay, and structures in poetry, in writing a poem. Okay, so we have short poems and long ones. Okay, so some short poems they are easily to understand. Okay, and long poems, sometimes people don't really want to read all the lines. They tend to get tired from reading. Okay, from reading a long poem. Okay, how can you be able to understand a poem? Okay, first you have to really understand. Okay, you have to start from what is the poet trying to say. Okay, from each line and verse, you have to really calm down. And poems, you don't need to rush and read over a poem. You need to read it, assimilate what the poem is all about, assimilate what the poet is trying to pass on. Okay, poetry is, there are some words in poetry that there are some poems, if I write it, some people will say they don't really understand what you are trying. Okay, so as a poet, we also need to also calm down and know our audience, the people that's reading our poems, and bring it to them so that they can be able to understand what we are trying to give to them.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Chigo Presh. Butsha is asking a question. He said, "What's the longest amount of time it has taken you to write a poem?" He's asking a question. Butsha is saying, "What's the longest amount of time it has taken you to write a poem?"
Okay. Okay, the longest. Okay, some poems just come. Okay, but when somebody gives me a topic to write on and wants me to write a poem for them, okay, the longest it has taken me is 5.
Hello, you.
Yes, it has been 5 days to really bring out what the wants me to write in their poems, and to really bring out what I want the poem to give out to the public.
Okay, let me also answer this question. What's the longest amount of time it has taken me, for example, to write a poem? For me, I've written a poem in less than 5 minutes. There's a poem I wrote, the Good Friday. In fact, I wrote it in 2 seconds. So when inspiration dawns on you, there's a way inspiration just pops into your mind, and you just find yourself, your thoughts will just articulate once you just put
Yes, yes,
pen to paper. I wrote the Good Friday. You can check it out on our page, on the Poise Factory page. You see the Good Friday. You can scroll down, So I wrote it in 2 seconds. Let me not lie to you. Let me just say 1 minute. 1 minute. It's actually about two lines or so. 2 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes. So once inspiration comes, it
yes.
doesn't
That
take
can
you
also.
long. But
Yes,
when you have to write a longer
yeah,
poem, you want to write a longer poem, it may even take you weeks to actually
yeah.
put some poems together. So for me, it's taking me the shortest amount of time is taking me maybe 5 minutes, and the longest amount of time is taking me is indefinite. Because I can write a poem this year and I may not go back to it to review or put it in proper shape, maybe until 2 years time, sometimes 10 years time. So it may take that long. All right.
Yeah, it can
Someone
happen.
is asking a question. I
Yeah.
can see every entrepreneur. Thank you for joining. I can see you. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Someone is asking Tolulade Etio Tolulade is asking me a question as a host. Is saying, how do we introduce poetry to students? Okay. One of the ways we can introduce poetry to students is by having a poetry club, by establishing poetry club, having poetry clubs in schools, and you know, not just from the secondary school, high school. We need to start looking at the elementary level. That is when children enter year 1, year 2, year 3, grade 6 and above. They are supposed to be in poetry clubs. Poetry clubs will help them to actually develop their writing skills, articulate their thought patterns in a more concise way, in a more concise form. That's what Poets Factory is set to do. We are set to, after at the World Poetry Day competition, which we're going to hold the grand finale 21st of March, still on hold though due to the lockdown situation here in Lagos, where we are right now. We are
Yeah.
actually introducing poetry clubs into schools.